Staying up. I'm wilding out. I'm leaning in.
Hey, what's up guys, nothingwire.com, and we have the new 2014 edition of the Motorola Moto G, and I'm gonna give you a quick overview of this phone. Motorola Moto G, the original one, was very popular, and this guy just builds on that and improves some of the features. Not exactly revolutionary, more like evolutionary upgrade of the former. So you can see the box is pretty compact, just like the original one, but then it's slightly bigger than the first one because you have a bigger screen out here, a 5-inch screen now. You see that there's a 16 GB version. That's the only version available in India. We have the black color out here. You would see the MRP is $13.99, but you would get it for $12,999 on Flipkart.com exclusively, officially. And then you have some quick specs out here. See all these Android apps and all. So this guy has a 5-inch HD resolution display. That means 720p. You have an 8MP autofocus camera on the back, plus a 2MP front camera, which is a fixed focus, accompanied by covered by Corning Gorilla Glass version 3. Has a Snapdragon 400 1.2 GHz quad-core CPU chipset, Adreno 305 GPU. You have a 2070 mAh battery, 1 GB of RAM, and it has a 2 SIM card slot and supports up to 32 GB of external storage via an micro SD card. So once you unbox it, you would get the phone out here. You get a 550 milliampere 2 round pin wall adapter along with a micro USB 2.0 cable here. You also get the earphones that does not have volume control button, but you have the call control buttons right up there, and silver plated audio jack. And then you also have some manuals like the Let's Get Started guide, the quick start guide in English and Hindi. You also have something some safe, smart, protected, whatever, some safety information and all, both in English and Hindi again. And then you have your warranty information. So those are pretty much everything that you would get with the box. Well, the new Moto G is definitely bigger and much bulkier than the original one. You have the new 5-inch screen here now, HD display, and this is again the Moto G. The Motorola phones, new phones, has never been the thinnest phones in the market. This guy is not either, 11 mm of thickness, and for once I find this phone much bulkier to my comfort actually. So 5-inch screen, HD display, very glossy screen, attracts lots of fingerprints. You have your speakers out there, and the earpiece is hidden. Then your 2MP front camera out there, nothing much on the left side. Below you have your micro USB 2.0 port, the volume rocker, the power button, and 3.5mm jack, and a noise cancelling mic out there, see. And then your 8MP autofocus back camera accompanied by an LED flash and the Motorola logo out here. You can open the back flap. The back flap is pretty thick, made of plastic, and pretty rugged as well. Plus it'll attract oil and greases, but won't attract as much fingerprints as the front would do. It also has that pretty nice rubber matte finish to give you that comfort and better hold. You have the 2 SIM card slot out here and the micro SD card slot there. The battery is hidden underneath, and like the Moto G and the other Motorola phones, new phones, you cannot remove the battery. So overall, we like the bigger screen, we like the ergonomics and everything, but then it's just a tiny bit bulkier. It could have been slimmer still. So the Moto G has this 5-inch screen and HD resolution, and although it's not exactly the most exquisite of screens, but then you won't see any pixelation when you go really close to all these icons and everything. We're gonna try see some pictures and stuff, and you see that the color reproductions and stuff, the saturation and hue are well nice, but then it has a rather average viewing angle. You can see even from this the viewing angle changes even here. Now even on a brighter picture, you see it increases slightly, becomes slightly better, but then nonetheless pretty average. And when we start a video, for example, it's the same case because of the LCD screen. So see here, almost instantly So at almost 60 degree, the reflection takes over and the color changes. See? So yeah, the display is bright enough, but then not exactly the crispest, and the viewing angles are not exactly great. The new Moto G is powered by Android KitKat 4.4.4, and you have pretty much the stock Android ROM all over. So you have the home pages, you have the function toggle bar and notification bar. You can long press to add wallpapers and widgets, and you have the homes and everything. Long press here would go to Google Now, your recent app menu. Nothing happen when you do this, and then your only 2 pages of app collection. So you have the Google Android apps like Chrome, Gmails and Hangouts and stuff. You have some of the Motorola's in-house apps like Alert and Assist, and you also would have Motorola Migrate and stuff, and that's pretty much about it. No third-party apps, no bloatware, nothing. That's one thing that we've come to love about the new Motorola devices, the Moto E, G and X. They have the stock Android ROM like the Nexus devices, and they also do not have any bloatware. They only have of course the default Google Android apps plus the most essential in-house apps like Alert and Assist and stuff. No games, no trying to push any chat services and all those stuff. So you have Hangout of course, but no third-party apps. That's a very good thing. So we're gonna quickly go ahead and check out some of the stuff. So the dialer here pretty big and cool, and then you have, there you see the stock keyboard out here. Yeah, pretty big and comfortable out there. Apart from that, you have Chrome browser as the default browser, so it renders of course the web pages absolutely desktop grade, absolutely amazing there, and very fast. You can see the text legibility is perfect. Do not need to zoom in. We have nothingwire.com open there, and then you have your usual settings and request, desktop sites and all those jazz. The galleries arranges all the photos and videos into albums. You can also have different kind of sortings there, camera roll and timeline also. That's how, those are some of the photos that we took with the phone. Pretty good. And then you can go here, you can edit the photos by various, some basic editings, framings and rotating and all those stuff. So you can batch share photos. Of course you cannot batch edit them. Then you have the 8MP camera. You can touch anywhere to take the photos. You can also drag it from here so that you can see control, focus and exposure on. So now if you want to control the focus and all, you can simply drag, let's say I want to click this one. So now it actually focuses, and it also corrects the exposure according to that spot, and now you can simply tap to take a picture. You can also go ahead and start recording from here. Yeah, while recording also you can tap to click stills, and then you have some of the other other settings out here, like your flash settings and HDR and video settings, panorama and GPS tagging and some of those. You can also go like this to zoom in and out. So the photo and video quality under enough light are very good for an 8MP camera. Detail level is there, although it's not exquisite, but it is there and perfectly uploadable to social media sites online. Under low light, after about ISO I guess 600 to 800, the noise starts creeping in. You see a lot of noise, the detail starts diminishing, but then that's usual for a mobile phone. So even for night, if you have enough light, artificial light, that's also good enough. The flash here is very harsh, so I mean, if you do not have any options, use the flash, but do not exactly point the flash to the face. So try to bounce it off anything if you can, but if you do not have option, of course you can use the flash because that will give you that extra photo. Same thing with the videos, they are not soft, they are no fuzziness, but then under low light the detail level is missing. we're gonna go try out the music now. So we have play music, of course, that's the default Google Music app, and then let's start playing something. So because of the speakers being situated here, the sound comes out very good and unobstructed. The bass level is perfectly there, even the treble is good, and the sound output via speakers is not the loudest, but then it's just about there. It's loud enough, it has that proper amount of bass and treble, so perfect. We're really impressed by the speaker sound output so far. At this point I see the sound crackling just a bit, so probably in some songs it will crackle. There, see, crackles just a bit. But overall the sound output via speakers is very good and impressive. The sound output via the earphones are also very good, but not as bass heavy as the sound output via the speakers out here. We're gonna check out the videos to try see how they sound like. So we're gonna go play a full HD video out here. Let's see how it sounds. Very good surround sound, very good 3D sound quality.
See that? I just was like, what?
Perfect sync between audio and video. I wish the viewing angles were better.
From the universe?
From the messenger.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Our greatest masters are disappearing. I fear this is the work of Lord Shen, who has unleashed a new kind of threat on our world. This could mean the end of Kung Fu.
But I just got Kung Fu.
It's a very impressive output, even on the video, even the vocal intensive mid-tone sounds. And mainly thanks to the speakers, these speakers make all the difference really. So overall the user interface is very smooth, and of course Project Butter weaves its magic. You do not feel any lag at any point whatsoever. I do not need to show you alert analysis, you already know all those stuff. Overall we're absolutely impressed and absolutely delighted with the user interface experience here. It's almost a Nexus. So do you want to buy the new Moto G? Well, when the original Moto G came out, there weren't many devices in the market at the same price point. So at that price point, it offered a very good value for money. So it was an instant hit. Now in 2014, when the new Moto G comes out, there are a lot of devices out there to compete. Some of the devices probably carries a better specs and comes for even cheaper. For example, the Redmi 1S, I mean, some of the specs are better. Then you also have the Asus Zenfone 5, which is almost close in terms of the specs, but at least comes cheaper than this one. You also have the Mi3, which is kind of just priced above this, but which has almost a cutting edge specs, but that's discontinued since then. So now it has a lot of competition, but the most competition it will have is the now discontinued Mi3 plus the Asus Zenfone 5 and your Redmi 1S. The Redmi 1S is priced almost, it's priced at 6,000, it's almost 7,000 cheaper than this, but then that guy is a great device. Asus Zenfone 5 is priced around about 10,000. It might have reduced now, I haven't checked the price of late, but even that's a very commendable device. It's a very good camera. So but then none of those actually carries the stock Android ROM experience. So in that particular area, the Motorola Moto G excels, and now it has a 5-inch screen, so it hits that sweet spot of that perfect Android big screen phone, and it has that raw Android ROM, so the user interface experience is amazing. So you could not go wrong with the new Motorola Moto G, but now you have a lot more option in the market. So you have you can compare with other devices, and personally wherever you feel like you can head there. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this phone and we'll try to answer them on, and please subscribe to our channel for more such awesome content in future. Thank you.